Hello and welcome to Sitting Down with Schneider. Today is May the 16th, and today we will be sitting down with Liberty High School senior Adelle Senneca. Let's bring in Adelle. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. It's been a while.
No kidding, no kidding. Hey, before we do any more chatting, are you okay with me recording this and putting it on the YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, of course.
Excellent, excellent. So, yeah, my question to you is, how are you doing? How are you holding up in all this shelter in place stuff?
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm disappointed with a few things like our senior year being cut short. It's been kind of stressful at work, but just trying to stay positive and look for the best in everything, and just being lucky that I'm living in I have a house and a roof over my head, and I have food and water, and I'm really fortunate to be working right now. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, focusing on those positives. You know, you mentioned working, and you are working at Trader Joe's, and I actually haven't had a chance to I've talked to a lot of high school seniors, but I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody that's working in the food service industry, right? That and how that might be affecting you. How's that going with working at Trader Joe's during all this?
The work environment's actually really positive. All my coworkers are really great. Like, I have no complaints with my coworkers whatsoever. They're really amazing people. And whenever I go in there, I feel really like uplifted. Like, I'll be having a really bad day, and I'll go in, and I honestly, like, I'll just start feeling really good because they're really great people. It's been kind of stressful just because we've had a few customers just not used to the new protocols that we've installed, so they get a little complicated and a little more difficult with those things. But it's a day-by-day situation, and there's only so much we can do. So we're just trying to make sure everyone stays safe and try to ensure the safety of both the employees and the customers, really.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, Trader Joe's is really taken it seriously as far as all the precautions and everything. Doing a really good job with that. So that's really neat to hear. What are some of the things that they implemented?
Well, now we're only allowed to let in 20 people into the store. So there's a line that forms outside, and everyone has to be 6 feet apart. There's tape put outside as like markers. And then as people come out, we let people in. So there's someone at the door almost all day trying to monitor that. We also have at the register, when you go to check out, you have to stand behind this glass barrier now that we have, and you have to stand in this little box, and it's 6 feet apart from us, so that would then ensures our safety and the customers. And then when we're done checking out their stuff and bagging all their groceries, they come up and pay, and we step back and give them space to be able to feel, so they can feel safe.
Right on, right on. That's amazing. Yeah, and I had heard, and that was, I know that you guys, even before a lot of others put it in place, had already put stuff in place. So that's really neat. Must make you feel a lot more safe.
Yeah, I definitely feel safe. I mean, we all have to wear masks, and we clean everything like every hour. There's always someone cleaning something. So that's definitely been a big change. I think our store's been the cleanest it's ever been. And we're
Right.
also cleaning the carts. So the carts are really clean, and just to make sure that nothing's getting transmitted or brought into the store.
How's distance learning going?
It's honestly going pretty good. I mean, I personally, for me, I feel like it's really easy. I don't really think I'm getting a whole lot out of it. And it could just be it's the end of the year, so there's not really much left for us to do anyways. It's just, I knock it out within 2 days. So it's just like,
Do you get stuff at the beginning of the week and it's like, hey, I need this by week's end? Kind of, is that how it's mainly going?
yeah. So usually for my teachers, they usually actually give it to us like in the middle of a week. And then they say, oh, you have until next Friday to complete it. So and then most of the work's not hard. Like, it'll just give us like an article, we have to answer questions, or we're given a study guide and we just have to write down what's on the PowerPoint onto that study guide. So it's not really that work heavy.
Okay, right on. So now you're working, so you are getting out of the house to do that a little bit. With more time on your hands, like you're saying, distance learning isn't taking up a ton of time, and then you are working. Have you found? I've noticed a lot of people I've talked with have said they've taken up like some new hobbies or done some things that they haven't had the chance to do before lockdown? Have you picked up on any new hobbies or been doing anything more than you used to?
Yeah, I've actually been reading a lot more. I've always been kind of a bookworm, but when I was in school and before all this had happened, I was so busy between work and school that I didn't really have much time to sit down and read. So I've had a lot of time to read. I've been painting more, which haven't really done before. I ordered some new paints and I've been trying to paint different things. I'm not the best at painting, but it's just kind of fun to do anyways.
So like not painting your room, but like artists, like you're painting pictures and stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Like, I'll look up just ideas on Pinterest and then I'll try to copy it. Of course, it doesn't look like it, but it's the best that I can do. So it's just fun to try.
That's cool. Have you ever done any watercolor stuff? That's kind of fun.
I actually have. That was the first like paint set I got was watercolor, and a few friends and I we were doing like paint parties and stuff. We were trying to like figure out like we'll assign it like have one topic and we'll try to like paint something referring to that topic and then just show each other what we've done. It's pretty cool.
Right on, right on. Hey, I was curious. So when all this is said and done, when this whole thing gets lifted, what are going to be the first couple things that you're going to want to do?
Definitely hang out with my friends and just be able to go out somewhere. We had plans originally. We were planning during the summertime to just go on like little day trips here and there and just try to do as much as we could before we all went kind of our separate ways before college and all that. So I think that's definitely something that we're all trying to plan to do still. Um, that's the main thing, really. I mean, that's really the only thing I'm really restricted on doing right now is seeing my friends and being able to go places, maybe just to be able to go to a store without having to wear a mask and just stuff like that.
Right on, right on. Absolutely. Now, you mentioned friends, and so that just makes me go back a couple days. Happy birthday, a couple
Oh,
days
thank
late.
you.
And wanted to say, how did you go about celebrating your birthday? What were the alternative plans to celebrate your birthday?
Well, actually, it's funny. I had an AP exam that morning, and then
Happy birthday. Yeah.
I know. And then I went to work soon after, but I was surprised at work when I was leaving my shift. Some of my coworkers got together. They kept me outside most of the day, and I was on carts almost my whole shift and like getting carts and cleaning them, which is kind of odd because usually like every hour I do something different. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And I guess the whole time they were signing this birthday card for me. And when I was leaving for my shift, they gave me a card and flowers and they sang happy birthday to me. So it was really sweet.
Oh, that's very, very cool. So Trader Joe's took care of you.
Yeah, they did. And then when I came home, I was surprised by my neighbors. They came out and they did a little something. And then soon after that happened, I guess they were distracting me because I was surprised by this big drive-by that my mom and friends had planned. And I had no idea about. So it was really cool to see all of them and be able to, I felt really special. So it was really cool.
That's awesome to be under shelter in place and still feel special and feel like you had yourself a one, especially your 18th, right? To be able to
Yeah.
have that is really, really neat. So the school year is going to wind down and hopefully this will lift eventually. What's next? What's next for you as you move on past high school?
Well, I'm planning on going to LMC for 2 years. It just seemed financially more suitable for me. I want to go to medical school after college, so I'm trying to save where I can because that's not cheap either. So I'm planning to go to LMC for 2 years. I'm going to be a part of their program and then hopefully transfer to UC Davis.
Right on, UC Davis. That's where Patty and I went. It's like, let's go
Yeah,
Aggies. So very cool. Dr. Senneca, that's got a nice ring to it.
thanks. I
That
know.
would work. That would work.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited for like that next step in my life. So.
Now, in med school, is that where you do different things and you figure out what kind of specialty you want to do, or do you already know what you want to do?
I kind of already know what I want to do. I'm really fascinated with sports medicine and I'm hoping to become an orthopedic surgeon. But then
Wow.
that might change, of course, once I go into medical school because you learn all these different specialties and like the medical school, like medical like field in general is just so broad and there's so many things you could do. So I could probably change my mind and change to a different specialty. But I really am planning on becoming a surgeon, whether it be orthopedic or something totally different. But I really want to
That's
do that.
going to be awesome. That's amazing.
Thank
All right,
you.
Adele. Well, hey, you know what? It took us a week and a half, but we
I
finally got to
know.
sit down and say hi to each other. It was so cool. It was so nice to be able to sit down and always been just so delightful. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Yeah, of course. It was so good to see you and talk to you.
Will you say hi to the family for me?
I will. And same for you.
Right on, right on. All right, Adele, you have a good one.
Thank you. You too, Bart. Bye.